I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not. I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like
Optimus Prime.
I came here to ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Stello Stadium here in the Gate City of Nashua, New Hampshire. You are watching live youth football. It is the youth varsity division here with the Nashua Cougars hosting the Manchester Bears. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you. Steve Cody, as always, is the man on the moving pictures. He is the highlight guy. You are watching Northeast Junior High Football League action. This is our youngest level in pads as a flag football level of first and second graders, but here in this matchup, we'll have second, third, and fourth graders doing battle. It is the Manchester Bears in their orange jerseys, black pants, black helmets, orange socks, going left to right on your screen, and the Nashua Cougars in their blue uniforms with Columbia numbers, blue helmets going right to left. First game of the morning saw the Derry Wolverines defeat Nashua 34-0. It is our second game of 6 here today. 15 minutes on the clock, and it is running. You'll see some good football between these two programs. The Cougars coached by Joe Roberts. The Bears head coach is Andrew Resendez. Under center and a little power eye action, little isolation that'll bounce off to the right. The ball is on the carpet, and we saw that happen quite a bit in the first game today as turnovers on a day like today. You can kind of see the rain coming down. And fortunate to grab the, there you go. There's the rain coming down. Steve Cody looking for some eagle nests out there. Thought I saw turkey vultures flying overhead earlier, Steve. Just a heads up. So a loss of a couple there on the play. 2nd down and 12 for the Cougars. Looks like the Manchester Bears had a 6-man front there employed, and they got great gap penetration as they stuffed that run play to the tune of a 2-yard loss. Cougars will come out in a double tight end set. Back into that wishbone look behind the quarterback. Calling the signals looks to be number 12, Mason Lamontagne. Lamontagne hands it off. That play will bounce to the outside. Got a little real estate out there. That was number 28 for the Cougars. That young man is actually not on our roster. So I believe it was 28 as you take a look there on your screen. We apologize. They hand us the rosters prior to the game starting, and we do not have a name for the young man. So that'll set up a 3rd down and 9. It was a 3-yard gain, but of course the negative yardage play on 1st down put the Cougars behind the sticks. And you can see there they're calling the play in the huddle. They'll break that huddle. Coming up to the line of scrimmage, Lamontagne set to get under center. Again, shoe-to-shoe splits by the offensive line. And Manchester employing a 7-man front. That's not something you see every day. A little handoff off to the left side. A great block on the perimeter. He's got the edge coming up from the safety position to make a fantastic play. And that was 2-on-2. Louis Antel kind of bounced it outside and had something going. Julian Noteg from the Bears came up from his secondary spot to make the tackle. That'll set up a 4th down and we'll call it 6 for the Cougars. All kinds of potential on that play. And one day these kids, the Manchester high schools, we were looking earlier at where these young men go to elementary school, and they'll feed Memorial and Manchester West, Manchester Central. So it looks like there was a penalty on the play. Oh, nope, they're going to say they concede the 4th down. They do not punt at this level, so what they do is they march it off, and it will be 1st down for the Manchester Bears. And interestingly enough, you look at the coaching staff for the Cougars, and they're wearing the colors of the Manchester team. It is a raincoat kind of day down there on the turf. Brand new turf field here at Stello Stadium. Handling the weather quite nicely. However, that doesn't make the ball any less slick. So we'll see what the turnover situation looks like as the day progresses. Looks like a 6-man front for the Cougars. And Manchester will come out. Have to have 7 players on the line of scrimmage. They do. A little shotgun snap. Toss to the outside. Running hard is number 77 there for the Bears. That was Davion McKinney. He was churning the legs. Nice tackle in space there. It is a 2-yard gain. So the Bears will employ a shotgun snap. play is called, and you can see with youngsters like this, the coaches are allowed on the field. The officials help out where they can. A little toss sweep action to the left side. Tough angle there, turning him back inside, breaks a tackle, and finally wrapped up there by a couple of Cougars. Looked like 63 and 32 on the tackle. There's another nice carry for Davion McKinney. So that play good enough for first down yardage. Fumble picked up on the play. They're going to say his knee was down, and in youth football, high school football, college football, when that knee hits the ground, the play is over. So that is a rule. Only when you get to the pro ranks can you put that knee down and then get back up and run. So I apologize. The roster handed to me only goes up to looks like number 27, so I do not have the numbers of the linemen, or I should say anything after number 27. So we'll do our best here up in the booth. Want to thank you all for watching the highlight guide today. The rainy day at Stello Stadium. Nice cut to the outside, hitting the gap and breaking a couple of tackles, and we've seen that matchup a couple of times. That was Julian Noteg on the carry, brought down by Louis Antal. So a nice pickup by Manchester there. Will set up a third down. We'll call it 4 yards to go as the clock continues to run here at a rainy Stello Stadium. All right, they are back in there. Shotgun formation. Interesting formation here. Looks like they're going to go trips out wide to the right. Needs to be on the line of scrimmage. They won't call it. They're just setting up a wall to the outside. And nice shoestring tackle there by number 28 for the Cougars. Again, we've called his name or his number a couple times. See if we can see the back of the, looks like Bong is the last name. I think number 28. You can kind of see the back of the jerseys. So Bong came up and got a nice shoestring tackle against Noteg. And we'll try to utilize the back of those shirts, Steve Cody, to call these names as best as we can. And that, my friends, will turn the ball over on down. So Bong came up, and what he did there, they were trying to create a wall around that right side. Bong came up and dove for the laces of Noteg, was able to knock him down for a loss. You can also see the names of the players on the front of their helmets there. So we'll try to utilize that as best we can as well. Great defensive stop there. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars from their own, we'll call it 28-yard line, just shy of the 28. They'll break their huddle. They'll come out. And again, they will go shoe to shoe on that line of scrimmage. Line up in their wishbone formation. 1 fullback and 2 halfbacks. Of course, this particular formation back in the day, known for the option look. They would ride the fullback on a dive and then run some kind of a lead option pitch. Don't think we'll see much of that today. But we will see the dive, and there it goes, right up the gut. And a great play on first down. Straight ahead, getting lost behind his lineman, Abijah McNulty. McNulty powers through. And a good form tackle there, but it was at the second level, not before McNulty picked up about 6 yards on the play. We'll call it second down and a long 5. You can see him calling the play there in the huddle. Coach all fired up, getting the troops ready to go. You're watching live on the highlight guy, Jason Roby, calling all the action for you. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. We're going to be with you all day long. You just can't get rid of us. We're like a bad cold. In a good way, Steve. Got the heat fired up here in the press box at Stello Stadium. A little different formation this time. We'll have 2 split ends on either side. Now they'll go back to a tight end right. Again, in that power I formation, they have the edge. Great blocking on the perimeter and a nice cutback. I'll tell you, you'll watch that back on the highlight guy. You'll see Louis Antal come off that left side, and the Cougars just created a nice wall of blocking. They collapse that left edge, and they'll pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Cougars. What a great play. Appreciate the Nashua Cougars having the highlight guy here to call these games. We've been able to set up a partnership with them a year ago, and we covered them, the oldest group, all the way to the state championship game, and we'll, of course, be calling that game later on today. But this is our first look at the youngsters, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th graders. And they actually have a flag league as well. That starts in 1st grade. Power I again, split end this time to the right. Tight end is to the left. Again, a 7-man front. And now they'll run the same play, but to the other side, cutting back against the grain. What a cut that was by Bong, and he's finally taken down at the 35, but they had him dead to rights in the backfield. And we'll see if we can see his first name, too. They were on the helmet, Steve. Looks like, is it Taden? Taden Bong. He cut right, and there was great penetration by the Manchester Bear defense. Bong put his right foot in the ground and cut back to the middle of the field for a nice gain. So that could have been a 2-yard loss. Instead, it's a 5-yard pickup. 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. They break the huddle. They come up. We'll see what they have dialed in for a 2nd down play. Barking signals. Now, interestingly enough here, Steve, can we get the shot of the back of the jersey there of number 12? Is it 12 or 14? It says McCarthy, right? Okay, so McCarthy on my roster is listed as number 14. Number 12 is listed as Lamontagne. So I apologize if we're not giving you the correct names. We can only go by the rosters that are handed to us, folks. So if the numbers do not match up, we apologize. These are the rosters that are handed to us prior to the game. Under center. Takes the snap. Williams rolls out to his left. It was, and it with authority gets slammed down into the ground. Does McCarthy. A nice tackle by number 77 there for the Bears. That was Davion McKinney. He came up and stopped that play. It looked like it was going to be something pretty good. And it was stopped dead in its tracks at the 45. that'll do it for the first quarter here. So a fast-moving first quarter from Stello Stadium. We are still deadlocked at 0, and I would go so far as to say that a turnover could be the difference in this one. Got to keep control of that football. And the rain still continues to come down here at Stellos. As we mentioned, the Nashua North Titans won their first varsity game of the season Friday night against Manchester Central. A lot of these Cougars will play for the Titans when they become older in high school level football. Matter of fact, all 3 Nashua teams won on Friday night. Talk about the Nashua Cougars. They're a nonprofit organization created to give every child the opportunity to reach their greatest potential in youth football. Before they head to the high school, they work with Nashua High School North coaches to ensure their athletes are ready to compete at the high school level by the time they arrive, giving them the greatest opportunity to continue to excel beyond high school. To learn more, go to their website, NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. Back to pass, thrown up in the air, and there's a teachable moment there. You always, and open down the field. Get the look on the back of that jersey. We were handed, I think it was number 18 it was intended for? And again, these numbers do not match up to the names that we're calling, so we apologize. You can see the young man there coming off the field. And hey, speaking of the highlight guy, stay up to date with all of our upcoming live streams. Please subscribe to THG Sports Network and our YouTube channel today and never miss out on the games you want to see. Just go to thehighlightguy.com, choose the live stream page, and click the buy button. For YouTube, search the Highlight Guy and hit subscribe. We thank you in advance. All right, so it will be first down for the Bears. They're setting up their formation. A lot of moving parts on a football team, folks. You have 11 players on the field. It's not always easy to know where to line up. Toss sweep to the outside, hitting the edge, bouncing to the outside. Shoulder bump, out, and down he goes. Big number 77. That was Davion McKinney with authority, doing his best impression of the pinball wizard down the right side. Has the necessary yardage for a first down. They'll quickly come to the line of scrimmage and line up. They will not waste any time. They're going to run this play. Double tight end flanker. They'll run it again. Same side. They see something they like. And once again, to the outside goes McKinney. They do not give the Cougars a chance to adjust to that formation. They are outflanking them at the point of attack, and that is the difference, as McKinney is a couple of nice long runs there to move the chains, and this time he picked up 9 on first down, so it'll be second down and 1. And once again, they come to the line of scrimmage quickly. Coach giving some final instructions to the skill players in the backfield. Good hustle there by the youngsters to get set up. It'll be the same play to the other side. Trying to outflank him at the point of attack. McKinney gets to the edge. He got one man to beat, and he can't do it. Nice tackle there by 19. Flexing and making it known. I don't know if we can see the name on the back of that shirt, Steve, but that young man would look like Klaus, number 19. And that might be Henry Klaus. They have a number 7 listed as Henry Klaus. So it's possible that they've changed their numbers with these new and improved jerseys. Good tackle, saving a touchdown. It'll be first and goal, however, for the Bears from inside the 5-yard line. Now they'll split out a couple of players wide to the right. No-take, barking signals, loses the handle, reverses to the left side. He's going to beat everybody to the edge, and he is in for the touchdown. 6-0 Bears. Nice job by Julian No-take. He lost the handle to it initially, picked it up, and just usually what you tell your players is pick the ball up and go to where the play was supposed to go, because that's where your blocking is. But in that particular situation, No-take picked it up and saw that everybody was going the other way, and he had a clear path to the goal line. They'll go for 2 here from the 3-yard line. So 6-0. The extra points are worth 2 if you can run it in or pass it in from the 3-yard line. And both of these teams all fired up in the pregame. You could hear them from up here. Their voices echoing in the stands as the rain once again starts to pick up here on Stello Stadium. Little pitch to the left. McKinney, he's got a seam. He will not get the line to gain. It looks like he was dragged down from behind. Looked like 52 Roig was in on that play, as well as number 95. Was it Pikes? And number 51 Lehman. So a good group effort there by the Cougars to keep him out of the end zone on the 2-point conversion try with 9:37 and counting to go in the first half. It is 6-0 Manchester. EarthTech Systems is a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, their innovative solutions not only prioritize environmental benefits, but also help customers save significantly on energy costs. Whether you're considering a new heat pump system or need repairs, their skilled team is ready to handle even the most complex projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge designs and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. And Bouvier Prepare. They provide comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and football, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. All right, back to the wishbone formation here, and they will flex the tight end out to the right. Under center. Snap is taken. A little double dive look. Is that Bong again? It is, and he gets a nice gain on first down. Finally wrestled down. Looked like number 30, Adrian Ali, rather, was on the tackle. Bong was a little shaken up on the play, holding his left wrist. He shakes it off, heads back to the huddle. Tough young man right there. But a good job of a double dive look. They fake to the fullback and then hand to the halfback, creating a little sleight of hand, a little wizardry, if you will. Steve Cody, big Harry Potter fan. Am I right, Steve? You like Harry Potter? He's actually wearing his wizard robe up here today in the booth. It'll be a 2nd down and 3 for the Cougars. Nice gain on first down. Playing ahead of the sticks, and you have to do that on a rainy day like today. And now they need to put that young man on the line of scrimmage, I believe. Oh, and this time that play was doomed from the get-go as it went backwards, and they'll have to go back to the drawing board on that one. Was that Bentley Ramos? Ramos kind of went down Bentley wears number 14, so I have him as 18 on my roster here. So obviously these numbers could possibly be the old jerseys. Maybe the new ones just came in. And we'll get an updated roster the next time we call this game. But fortunately enough, we have the monitor in front of us, and we can kind of see the names on the back of the jerseys and the names on the front of the helmets as well. So we'll do our best to call that for you. Nashua Cougars come to the line of scrimmage. They took a loss on that play, so it'll be 3rd down and 10. Back to the wishbone formation. And off to the left side, breaking contained. There he goes. And again, it is 2 against 2. And this time, the Manchester Bears win that battle. This is a good one. Holding his arm there. Hope he's okay. You can see him head back to the huddle. That was Bookman. And Bookman was met by that was Alonzo Bookman, I believe. He's number 2. He's listed as 1 on our roster. But Jonah Alonzo Bookman. So Jonah was brought down by Julian Noteg. So it was 2 against 2 again. And that's a 4th down. And it appears that the Cougars are going to go for it. So a huge play here in the first half. They're down 6-0. Got to make something happen. And a scoreless first quarter. All right, split end is to the right. Power eye behind the quarterback. Alonso, that was Bentley Ramos, and he gets run down from behind. A couple of Manchester players there, including Zamarian Alisea, number 7, and Joey Player, number 80. That's a good last name, Player. And so it'll turn over on downs. Manchester Bears have great field position here at the 35-yard line. You know, as a non-profit organization, the Nashua Cougars could not thrive and provide such an incredible experience for the athletes without the generosity of some fantastic sponsors. I'd like to give a huge Cougar roar to the top sponsors for this season: Basco Excavation, Lopez Hardwood Floor Services, and Comcast. To all the sponsors not mentioned here, the Cougars want you to know they're very thankful for everything you do for them every year to ensure the athletes have everything that they need. And good for these young players out here today. It's raining outside, and you could be at home sitting on your couch eating potato chips, but you're out here instead. You're playing a game in harsh conditions, and it'll serve you well down the road. Oh, a nice shoestring tackle there on the outside. That looked like it was number 12 saving potentially a touchdown there. We'll see if we can at least get a first or a last name. That's Anthony. Let's see. Anthony McCarthy. He wears number 12. He's number 14 on our roster. So Anthony, a nice shoestring tackle on McKinney, saving a touchdown. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Manchester Bears, as they are threatening once again to add to the lead. They'll pitch it again to McKinney. He cuts back. The ball's on the carpet. It's still rolling around. We'll have to wait and see who comes up with it. McKinney was able to recover his own fumble and in the process get the first down. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bears. Avoiding the turnover there. That would have been costly for the Bears. We are inside of 1:50 to play in the first half. Fast-moving first half. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email Deb at thedowgroup.com. That play goes around the right side, and breaking tackles there, finally knocked out of bounds by number 4. And a good form tackle. He's all kinds of fired up, and rightfully so. Looked like Jermaine Rucker Jr., I believe. He wears number 4. Again, he's number 22 on our roster. But a good play to, again, just minimize that gain to just about a yard. So it'll be second down. Snap, dropped. And just like that, making something out of nothing. Breaking around the right side, another shoestring tackle. Bong was there again to stop Noteg. Noteg dropped the ball, picked it up, and everybody had penetrated almost past him. A lot of times when the ball gets dropped, it throws the timing off, but sometimes the defense penetrates too far. We'll have a timeout on the field with just 2 seconds left, so this will be the last play of the first half. And if the Bears don't score here, you could say that a couple of Cougars made some touchdown-saving tackles. That one by Bong just now. And hey, if you have not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button so that you can be aware whenever we schedule a live stream. EarthTech Systems is a local premier green heating and cooling technology company. Their goal is to save you time and money. They specialize in geothermal HVAC systems. For your heating or cooling needs, contact the experts at earthtechsystems.com. No install or repair project is too challenging for the experts in green HVA technology. Once again, contact the experts at earthtechsystems.com. EARTHTECH systems.com. This will be the last play of the first half unless there is a penalty on the defense. Of course, if they do score, you will have an untimed down for the 2-point conversion. All right, Manchester Bears. Take the snap, pitch, McKinney. McKinney gets tripped over by his own player. They were running like a student body play where Noteg was going to lead block, and they tangled legs with McKinney, and that will do it for the first half. So the Cougars, nice little stand there defensively as they'll head off the field, and that'll take us to the end of the first half. The Manchester Bears on top of the Cougars, 6-0. We got to pay some bills. We'll be right back with more second half action right after this. You are watching The Highlight Guy.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home.
I'm a beast.
Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not, cause I step in my zone when I pull this to the I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like
Optimus Prime.
I can't hit the ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Welcome back to Stello Stadium here in the Gate City of Nashua, New Hampshire. It is a rainy Sunday afternoon. Not quite afternoon. We're just shy of 11 o'clock. And Jason Roby calling all the action for you here along with Steve Cody, the highlight guy. And we are watching the Nashua Cougars play the Manchester Bears. You can see the Cougars getting ready to take the field in the second half in their jerseys, their blue jerseys, blue helmets, blue pants. They'll take the field. They're playing the Manchester Bears, and the Bears have a 6-0 lead on a touchdown scored in the first half. It was a back-and-forth battle between these two teams, and the Nashua Cougars doing some shoestring tackling at the end of that first half to keep the Bears out of the end zone. And we'll see if they can do it again and get some good field position as the Bears will take possession first in the second half. They do not kick off the ball. Our first game today saw the Cougars of Nashua go down in defeat. I believe it was 34-0 to the Derry Wolverines. And it's been a steady rain all morning so far here. Haven't had a chance to check weather.com to see if it will dissipate, but at any rate, we are dry up here with all of our screens and technology and electrical gadgets. Players down there, not so much. It'll be a straight T look, and this time, trying to knife his way through, unable to do so, quarterback, and he's getting up gingerly. A nice play there by number 52. It looks like maybe it was Roig on the play. And that would be, I think, Logan Roig, if I have it right, number 52. That's the only Roig on the roster, so nice play by Mr. Roig. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Manchester. Good first down play defensively for the Cougars. They will spread it out this time. They'll go wide, couple wide players to the right-hand side. One back in the backfield is McKinney, and he's off and running. They'll see if they can't shut that edge down there, and just missing that tackle. McKinney plowing through. He'll be stopped shy of the first down, finally dragged down there by a couple of Cougars. Looked like Roig was there again, along with, looks like number 95 potentially walking towards us. And I think that might be Nikolai Rodriguez-Pere. So again, apologize for the number discrepancies here. He's listed as number 20 on this roster, and he's wearing, I believe, 95 out there on the field. So it will be a huge 3rd down, 3rd and 1 for the Manchester Bears. The ball hits the carpet, and coming this way with it is Notag, and he's off to the races. He's finally going to be dragged down from behind by, looked like Lamontagne, but not before he picks up the first down. That was number 32, Mason Lamontagne, giving chase from behind. It'll be a first down for the Manchester Bears. Notag picking up the necessary yardage to move the sticks. 1st and 10, Bears from the Cougar 45-yard line. Bears setting up in their offensive formation. They have again, tight end. It's like a trips look out here to the left with a tight end and 2 flankers. Balanced look. Definitely be a run play over here. Ball hits the ground. McKinney throws it. Is it a backwards pass? If it is, that's going to be a turnover. He threw the ball, and it's going to be a turnover. So what happened was, on that particular play, Notag threw the ball, but he threw it backwards towards McKinney, and that is a live ball, even if it's overhand. So that'll go in the books as a fumble recovery for the Cougars. It'll be 1st and 10, Nashua, and they have pretty good field position here on their first possession of the second half. They will set up shop at their own 47-yard line. Clock will run, 11:52 and counting. Double tight end wishbone employed by the Cougars. That ball rolls around and covered, luckily there, by Kloss. And Henry Kloss was Johnny on the spot. He was in the right place, the right time as the ball kind of got through Anthony McCarthy's hands. A loss of only a yard there, but it could have been a lot worse. So that'll set up 2nd down and 11 for the Cougars from their own 46-yard line. Manchester Bears up 6-0 in this one. 10:54 to go here in the third quarter. This is our second of 6, count 'em, 6 football games that we will be bringing to you here on the Highlight Guy. Tight end is to the right. Flanker out to the left, Wishbone. Snap taken and penetration in the backfield. Ball is scooped up, and again, it could have been a turnover, but fortunately, Alonzo Bookman was there. Jonah picked it up and ran where the ball was supposed to go, and again, just a loss of another yard, but it could have been worse. Hey, the Nashua Cougars youth football program is thriving in their 3rd year, and they're looking forward to seeing where next season brings them. They have the hardest working group of coaches who dedicate their time to developing America's athletes' football skills and teaching them life lessons that they can carry with them for the rest of their lives. And speaking of carrying it with you, there goes Bookman around the left side, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Bookman, fancy feet around the left side, breaks a tackle, and finds himself on the other side of the sticks. But as we were saying, if you would like to become one of those coaches, coaching the Nashua Cougars, please reach out to them at NashuaCougars.net. If not for those coaches that are out here giving of their time and efforts, these young players would not be able to participate in such a meaningful activity like this. So thank you to all the coaches who give up their Saturdays, their Sundays, their weeknights to practice, dedicate their time to these young student athletes. And you should volunteer today if you'd like to be a part of the ever-growing success of this Cougar organization. Contact them at NashuaCougars.net. 1st and 10, Nashua off of the run. Ball hits the turf again, and so that center quarterback exchange is causing some problems there. Henry Kloss had the fall on it. You can see them trying to dry that ball off as best they can. Coach Roberts down there making sure that that ball is as dry as possible prior to the next snap. They'll probably run the same play. Under center, handoff this time. Fullback dive right by the initial tackle. They're trying to strip it. Nice job of holding onto it. And he pounds the ground as he thought he was off to the races, but a great run there by Henry Kloss. And if not for the tackle by Adrian Ali, Kloss may have been gone there. A great pickup on setting up a 3rd down. We'll call it 4. Just want to remind you, fans, if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button so that you can be aware whenever we schedule a live stream. Just think, if you knew about us, you'd be watching right now. All right, back to the wishbone. McCarthy about to get under center. Sets the offensive line. It's going to be McCarthy rolling out to his right. He throws it up, and it is incomplete. Had a man briefly. Pretty good coverage down the field there by the Bears. Looked like he threw it in between a couple of different receivers. Number 18 may have been the intended receiver. That's Dimitri Pentiliakis. Also in the neighborhood was Jonah Alonso Bookman. That'll set up a 4th down for the Cougars inside of 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Still just a 6-0 advantage for the Bears. The Cougars are on the march here. Would like to get into the scoreboard or into the end zone to get the number 6 on the scoreboard. They've got to go 34 yards to make that happen. But before that, they need 4 for the first down, a long 4. Under center. This time, finds the sledding tough as McCarthy gets hauled down. Looked like number 52 was there first. That was Josiah Santana. Number 12, Avery Brin, also in on the stop. Avery setting that edge out there. And so they'll turn it over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. That's Bouvier, Bouvier, prepare@gmail.com. 4:10 to go in the third quarter. Manchester Bears with a 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Jason Roby calling all the action for you here. Steve Cody is the highlight guy. He's on the move in pictures. That ball gets fumbled, and it appears that Nashua has recovered. And standing up with the ball, looks like number 63 there. We got a name. It looks like Jacob Brower. And Brower, nice job scooping that one up. And so new life here for the Cougars inside of 3:45 to go in the third quarter. They're on the doorstep, back at the 34-yard line with an opportunity to tie this game up. We got the heat running in here, Steve, and climate control nice and comfortable in here. On a raw day, as the rain slowed down a little bit, maybe down there on the field. We'll see after this play. You can still see it coming down a bit. Cougars from the 34-yard line of the Manchester Bears trying to knot this thing up at 6. From their wishbone formation, they'll run it wide to the outside. He's got an edge. He breaks one tackle, does Bong. He still keeps the legs driving, just fighting, trying to get that extra yardage. Finally brought down by several Bears, led by number 80, Joey Player. But nice job by Bong to make something out of nothing, getting that edge. Good blocking initially. You had to keep those legs driving. It'll be a 2nd down and 5. We talked about that heat being nice up in here. Let's talk about EarthTech Systems. They're a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, their innovative solutions not only prioritize environmental benefits, but also help customers save significantly on energy costs. Whether you're considering a new heat pump system or need repairs, their skilled team is ready to handle even the most complex projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge design and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. Little dive right up the gut there and falling forward. Looks like number 15 for the Cougars. He shakes off his left hand. Try to get a name here. First or last, looks like Orion. So Ori Roberts fell forward and maybe picked up a yard, maybe 2. That's going to set up a huge 3rd down, and we'll call it 3. 3rd and 3 from the 27-yard line of the Bears. They've got to get to the 24-yard line. That's the line to gain. Double split ends now with the wishbone formation. And that is a backwards pass. It is complete. Will he get the edge? He gets it. Nice catch, nice run after the catch. Yards after the catch there by number 2, Jonah Alonso Bookman. And he'll pick up the 1st down. Great pass out there on the flanks by McCarthy. 1st and 10. The Cougars got something going here. They stopped the clock. Not sure if we had an injury timeout or if the Cougars called timeout. Now the clock will run again. We'll see if they can get one play off before the 4th quarter starts and the 3rd quarter ends. Inside of 5 seconds to go now. I don't think they're going to get it off. And they do not. So we will head to the 4th quarter. The Cougars are on the march. They are just about inside the 20-yard line, threatening to tie this thing up at 6 and potentially take the lead. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. Jason Roby and Steve Cody are with you all day long. It's the opening day for the New England Patriots as they are set to kick off in just a couple of hours. They're playing the Raiders today. A couple of New Hampshire connections with that Raiders team. We talked about earlier Chip Kelly, the offensive coordinator for the Raiders. Dylan Laube, a running back. All-purpose kind of 3rd down back for the Raiders. Played at UNH. And, of course, the debut of Mike Vrabel, 3-time Super Bowl champ with the Patriots. Bill Belichick won his first collegiate game last night, University of North Carolina. Read an interesting report this morning. He will not let any scouts from the Patriots in at their practices. And I believe at the end of it, he said, nani, nani, ha-ha. I don't have that on authority, Steve. And don't quote me on that, but 1st and 10 for the Cougars from the 20-yard line. They are threatening here as we start the 4th and final quarter. Here on the Highlight Guy, you are watching Northeast Junior High football from Stello Stadium in Nashua. Once again, from the wishbone. Drop back, same play, other side. pickup of a yard, maybe 2. And the player is down. He's shaken up a little bit. You see the players from both teams take a knee. And we certainly hope the young man is okay as they check on him over on the far sideline. It was a nice little pitch and catch there as it was thrown out. We'll call it maybe a 1 yard, possibly 1 yard gain on that swing pass. And I think Jonah was I believe it was Jonah on the receiving end. So they'll check on him, and that'll give us a chance to talk to you about potentially playing sports in college. If you're looking to play sports in college, the Highlight Guy can help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, we film sporting events, and we live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. The Highlight Guy, you are the star, so let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. That's steve@thehighlightguy.com. Nice to see up on his own power, walking off the field to the sideline is Jonah Alonso Bookman. He made the last 2 catches. And the last one prior to the one where he got hurt was a first down play, and a good one at that. But nice to see him off the field on his own power. Hope he'll be able to return to the game in just a bit. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. Can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. So contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email deb@thedowgroup.com. They'll wind the clock here as we come to the line of scrimmage. Second down play. We'll call it 2nd and 9 from just inside the 20-yard line of the Manchester Bears. Cougars trying to knot this thing up at 6 as McCarthy prepares to take the snap from under center. Wishbone formation behind him. 7-man front for the Bears. McCarthy handles it and hands it off to number 15. That was Ori Roberts. And a nice tackle there made. I think it was McKinney on that tackle. But he did a good job of stuffing that play. Also could have been number 54, Jonah Williamson. So 13 minutes and 10 seconds to go in regulation here in this one. The heat is definitely on. It appears that the rain is breaking down on the field potentially. Cougars break the huddle. They come to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. We'll call it a long 7 for the Nashua team. McCarthy prepares to go under center. Wishbone on a split end to the left. Good clean snap. Takes the handoff. Round the left side. Broke a tackle. Dropped the ball. Did he recover his own fumble? I don't know. I don't think so. It looked like Louis Antal on that handoff came around the side. They're going to find out if he was down or not. They're having the conversation. They're going to say that they're going to call holding on Nashua. They'll decline it because it'll be first down for the Bears. So that penalty gets declined, which gives the Bears the football on the fumble. And so the Bears will be deep in their own territory. However, they have the ball, and the North scoring opportunity goes by the boards, at least for the time being. The Nashua Cougars Board of Directors is a group of people who came together for one purpose, and that's to create the best possible opportunity for every youth football player in North Nashua. They provide scholarships, transportation, and go above and beyond on a daily basis for their student athletes. They're all one big, happy Cougar family. If you're interested in joining the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors, go to NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. That one hits the carpet, but coming out of the scrum with it and fighting for a yard was number 2, no tag again. So again, making something out of nothing. Ball still may have been a little slippery down there. We'll call it a pickup of half a yard, maybe a full yard. And if you are the Cougars, you need to try to get some kind of a turnover. They had him in the backfield. Instead, McKinney outraces the Cougars down the sideline. We're talking about a 79-yard run if he goes the distance, and he will do just that. Number 77, Davion McKinney, goes all the way down the sideline for a 79-yard touchdown jaunt. And it appeared in the early going that the Cougars had him in the backfield. He broke a tackle, got outside contain, and he was off to the races. McKinney with the touchdown run. So that might make life a little bit more difficult here for the Cougars as they're down by 12. Manchester has a chance to get 2 more on the 2-point conversion. He'll come out of the huddle. Coach will set him up. Both coaches moving the chess pieces around the board here. So they will go wide out here to the right. Probably some kind of a student body play over here. And it will be. Oh, and he cuts it up. They widen the field. No tag. Was it cloudy or was it clear? As soon as he saw the opening, he put that right foot in the ground, planted, and up he went. And you can see the coach talking to him about it. He said, the play was designed to go outside, but you saw that hole, you planted your foot, and up you went. Nice job by that young man. No tag. And now it is 14-0 Bears. EarthTech Systems is a local premier green heating and cooling technology company. Their goal is to save you time and money. They specialize in geothermal HVAC systems. For your heating and cooling needs, contact the experts at earthtechsystems.com. No install or repair project is too challenging for these experts in green HVAC technology. Once again, contact earthtechsystems.com. 9:21 to go in this one. Our second of 6 games being called here today. No longer raining, it appears the skies have become a little more forgiving. Is that right, Steve? We got a little rain. Oh, guess I'm wrong. Okay. I stand corrected. Technology. Maybe they'll close the roof. If they close the roof here, Steve. Scrambling in the backfield. Wrestled down to the ground. He'll call timeout. Injury timeout, but he'll get up. He's okay. Maybe just had the wind knocked out of him. He's on his feet. They'll take a look at him. Now they'll have him go back down. That's a good idea. Is that Bong? He's had a busy day, and they're going to check on him. So we'll take a look at this huddle over here with the Nashua Cougars in those uniforms. You can see they've got the claw scratches on the helmets there. The numbers on the back outlined in, call it Columbia blue or Carolina blue with their names. It's a nice touch. We've talked to you at lengths here today. Nice see Bong coming off the field under his own power, so that's a good sign. But Beth Cummings and Jim Beninati, they've been instrumental in leading this Cougar organization to where they are today, and we thank them for their hospitality here and inviting us to be part of the Cougar family. And we called some great games for Nashua last year. It's a great partnership that we've created, and we're happy to be doing it here again. We have a select number of games and dates that we'll be calling Cougar games for you this fall. We have two more. 22. The 22nd. We'll be calling 22 Cougar games. That's a lot of talking, Steve, but I'm up for the challenge. 14 around the side. He gets this. Oh, what a move. Little shake and bake. Little wiggle giggle. Down he goes. But not before a Nashua Cougar first down. That was Bentley Ramos around that right side. And he gave a little dead leg, kind of little okey, we call that an okey doke. Gave a little okey doke on the left side. Froze the defender and then put the foot down on the pedal. Hit the gas, off he went. Great run there by Ramos. 22 games in total, Steve, or 22 more from today, after today? In total. So think about that. We are calling 22, count them, 22 Cougar games. And that doesn't include playoffs, right? Should they make the playoffs? Maybe we extend this thing. We were fortunate enough to call that championship game last year between Nashua and Londonderry. It was a Nashua coronation as they became the champions of the Northeast Junior High League. And we called that one from Gill Stadium, high above Gill Stadium. It was a great day. And what I loved about the conclusion of that one is both coaching staffs talked to both teams at the conclusion of the game. Each head coach got to talk to the kids from Londonderry and the kids from Nashua about how important it was to be a good student athlete, to work hard, to play other sports. It was really nice to see. These coaches do a fantastic job. All right, wishbone formation employed behind McCarthy, the quarterback. He takes a look out to his right where they have a couple of flex tight ends right and left. Little handoff off to the left side. Breaks contain. He's got a shot here. Cuts back against the grain. Down he goes. McKinney finally wraps him up. But not before Jonah Alonzo Bookman can pick up a first down for the Cougars. And now they're into Manchester territory. They'll set up shop 1st and 10 on the 43. Something brewing here with 5:42 to go in the contest. Be nice to see them punch one in here. They are creating some good momentum here, are these Cougars. As we mentioned, the Patriots set to kick off their NFL season today. And this past weekend, all three Nashua high schools won their football games. Bishop Girton victorious, Nashua North victorious, and South victorious. First and 10 Cougars. Wishbone behind McCarthy. Double tight end set. Little dive play, and off to the races goes Klaus. And he didn't get hit to the second level. Nice block at the point of attack there by the interior of the Cougar line. They covered up all of those Bears, and Klaus found it smooth sailing for about 4 yards before he was touched. Second down and 6 now for Nashua. We are just about inside of 4 minutes to go in this one. Game number 2 of 6 you are watching on the Highlight Guy. Wishbone behind McCarthy. Double tight end set. An 8-man front here set up for the Bears. Again, Klaus straight ahead. He'll pick up maybe 1 or 2 more yards. That's going to set up a 3rd and 5. So McCarthy getting by that initial wall. The more people you put up front on that wall, if you get by him, there's nobody behind him. Could be off to the races, but the secondary and the linebacker behind that 8-man front doing a good job. 3 minutes to go now in this one. Next game will be the Wyndham team playing the Nashua Cougars. And it could be Wyndham the rest of the day, Steve, potentially. Time will tell. Wishbone behind McCarthy. They have a split end out to the right. We'll call him flexed. .2:15 to go in this one. Handoff. Outside. Oh, and a great tackle there on the outside. It looked like Ramos was going to have a little bit of room, but number 30, Adrian Ali, had other ideas. So that'll set up a 4th and 10 for this Cougar team. So inside of 1:15 to play. So it appears as though the Manchester Bears are going to win this one. The question becomes, can the Cougars put one in with 61 seconds to play? Wishbone formation again for the Cougars. Double tight end. Back to pass is McCarthy. He'll tuck it and go instead, and he'll get wrapped up again, this time by number 30. Adrian Ali again is Johnny on the spot. 25 seconds to go. You got a clock stoppage. Not sure if injury timeout or if they called timeout or what, but they're going to try to get one more play off. Oh, I stand corrected. That was fourth down. My apologies. I thought they had one more down. I was wrong. So the Bears will get it back 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the game. Pitch to the outside. Nice bounce around the right side. He's got a lane. If he can make something happen, he gets by the defense. This is Colin DeRocha. He is off to the races. And I don't think they're going to catch him. Colin DeRocha goes the distance here as the clock expires. Colin cruises in for 6. Do not believe they will go for the 2-point conversion, and that will end the game here this morning. Game number 2 is in the books. This time it's the Manchester Bears, 20-0 over the Nashua Cougars. And it was close all the way through until Colin went the distance on the last play of the game to provide the final points. Back and forth, both of these teams went. And we'll get the post-game handshake, which shows good sportsmanship by both teams. A well-played, hard-fought game by both of these clubs, and you can see that the coaches are congratulating their players as well, and that's important. They'll come across the 50. Always like the post-game handshake for what it symbolizes, what it stands for. The game is now over. Let's congratulate one another on a job well done, and best of luck next week. So game number 2 of 6 is in the books here on the Highlight Guy. Jason Roby, Steve Cody calling all the action for you. It is a rainy Sunday afternoon, and we'll be with you for the duration here. Game number 3 coming up in just a few minutes. It'll be Wyndham and Nashua doing battle here. We're going to take a break, pay a couple of bills. We'll be right back with game number 3 right after these messages.